Não tem problema, amigo. Amigo, eu não tenho problema, amigo. Amigo.
Oh, don't pee, man. Sorry. Move back. Out the way, bro. Out the way. You're gonna get knocked down. Move.
Kyle Surrey, أنا معهم لأن دبي أنت اللي وضو باسبور كي ولا قاتي وعلي سوق جرا أنتو قفوا إمبسي لسؤال لكورو إلا كبغض لسؤال عند علي. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. I'm so tired of it. It's just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
All I need to do to go is to this Thai place, and then the Thai place gave me my ID.
You don't go to some place to get your ID, you go to DMV to get your driver's license.
Okay, this place is like a DMV because I have two. The one I went to, what I did was I gave them my passport and they gave me an ID. That's my ID. But then this one right here is when I came. I don't know who it was, but they said that you could always transfer your stuff to your ID. Just give me my information, so I transferred my stuff. I did the same thing that I transferred my ID from the DMV place to with them.
With them? But you only get your driver's license to the DMV.
No, you don't. If you go on my purse, you'll see it, and if you go in the system and call them, you'll see they give you ID.
Oh, who's them?
It's called a Thai agency place, but they give you ID.
Okay, where?
They give you an international ID. All you need to do is transfer your passport over. That's me.
Yeah, I have her social ID.
What's your real license? Where's your real license out of?
My real license is in my purse, but that's the same.
Okay,
it's the
is it
same
from
name.
Florida?
No, it's from here.
This is Florida.
Well, I don't know. It's from here.
Okay, because we ran your name too, and your name doesn't exist either in our system.
My name is Stian Lashar Smith. If you see, I use two names. Why? Because my grandmother. From I was 22.
Just moments before deputies arrived, the woman had phoned her husband, who dropped her off at the airport and was now rushing back to the scene. But deputies were about to find out, just like his wife, the husband's visa had been expired for more than a decade.
And how is it a fake ID if that's me? How is it a fake ID if that's me and that's my information? You could even go on my son, everything, that's me. Even my bank account, that's me. How is it a fake ID?
It's a fake ID because it's not real. It was not issued by the state of Florida. The DL number does not exist. And when we run your name and information that's provided on it, you also don't exist.
No,
so that is how it is a fake ID. It is not real. You did not get it from the state of Florida. Thus, you can't possess it. It is illegal to possess a license.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Did you get it from the state of Florida?
I get it from somebody who said all I need to do. They said they could go to the place and they can turn over my stuff. I didn't know that because that's what I did with my partner, with my
own. Logical person would know that you cannot get a license from a friend.
But that's what. No, not a friend. I didn't know the person.
We can get customs to assist us.
They have.
Yes, they can fingerprint.
On her phone too.
Have you seen the ID yet?
I see the ID down there, but the ID
is it a Florida ID?
It's a Florida ID.
Obviously fake.
I don't run the. She run it on there.
I mean, does it look fake? Does it look fake?
It looks fake.
Where was she flying to?
New one. Sir.
Hi, sorry.
Can we go over here? Go over here.
I was calling your phone, man.
You're just gonna have to wait.
Today's my last day. Right here in the United States.
A Mexican man who lived in the United States for 20 years is heading back to Mexico in tears. His American wife says she no longer feels safe in the country she calls home. What do you think?
I'm going to my country. I'm going to Mexico. I'm bringing my wife with me. Oh, Dios, pinche madre. te está pegando.
Let's pause a bit, what you're seeing isn't just viral clips. It is a moment that completely changes someone's life in seconds. But what actually led to this? And why are these situations so emotional? Let's break this down. These clips have been going viral all over social media from what you guys have seen, and people being detained at the airports, at home, or even during routine checks. And while they look shocking, there is usually a much bigger story behind them. Deportation isn't just random. It is typically the result of immigration enforcement after a legal process, sometimes involving visa issues, overstays, denied asylum claims, or even other violations.
It just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. I pray to God just. I'm just tired of you guys talking about me and just always talking shit. You guys just don't even know how to just leave me alone. I'm just so tired.
Good morning. My name is Joanne. I'm 47 years old. At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in the U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life. Anyone that can help me, it would be gladly appreciated. Since being in Haiti, I've suffered from depression and PTSD. I was raped on the first week I got here. There's no security, there's no law, there's no police, there's no government that can help me to be safe. My only way out is if I leave. So please, if anyone out there is hearing this, help me to relocate. Thank you.
And that's issued to me and my name.
Okay.
So that's why it's me. I issued myself as a business, and that's how I obtained it. So I can use it as a social because that's the law.
Okay.
That's why it's not, I did everything by the law. That's why I get what I get. Nothing is fake, nothing is, the only thing I did not know was that the place I issued the last time, which was with the ID I gave y'all, is not real. I never knew that. And the other issue place that doesn't want to answer, I didn't know that either because they say they issue IDs.
Okay, so before I even ask you questions, I have to read you your rights, right? Since you know how it works, right? Since you've been here. So I'm going to read you, and when you hear the question, you either say yes, I understand, or no.
Okay.
All right? So you have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer questions. What's your birth name?
I don't know. I don't know which one was it. I'm just finding out when I was 30, when I went to go and get my passport renewed because someone broke into the car and take the passport. So they didn't just take the passport, they took my whole purse.
What kind of passport do you have?
It was a Bahamian passport.
Why don't you have an American citizen passport?
I'm not an American citizen. I wasn't born over here.
Okay.
I heard you have to born over here to get that passport.
So usually when you don't have a citizenship, it'll say it on your driver's license.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, that you want to know what that tells me? That this is fake.
Okay, because I didn't know that.
By now, one thing was clear. The suspect's story wasn't adding up. If she kept doubling down on the same unconvincing excuses and lies, she was going to be handed over to ICE, who would be more than happy to take custody of her.
Okay, so where did you get this?
I got that from the same type of place that
What
this
type of place?
There was a guy standing out there, out of the side of the place, and asked me.
Did you go into a legitimate business?
I went into a business for the other one.
What's the other
same
one?
business, the other ID I told y'all to go and look for. It's in my bag, it's in my phone, and it's in my purse.
Okay.
So when y'all see it, y'all get it, but they say it's not real. But it is
This
real.
one's not real.
It is issued. I did the same thing to get that one.
I know, but I'm asking you a question about this. This
Yeah.
is not real.
No,
How do you know this is not real?
Because y'all told me it wasn't real. That's all I know wasn't real. It's an ID. They say any form of ID.
This is not an ID, this is a driver's license.
So the guy that I met outside of the place told me that the one I have would work, but then I still gonna need an ID, a Florida State ID. They say you can give me all I need to do is do the same thing I did today, give me my passport information, and then pay them money, and then they're gonna bring me one.
I got a question.
The same thing.
Is this a real driver's license?
Yeah, it's a real driver's license.
How do you know?
It look the same.
It looks the same. Then
Yeah,
if that's then why are you telling me that this is not real?
Because
if I told you
it wasn't real.
But if you know that it's real, you'd be defending that. You'd be like, oh no, that's a real driver's license. I will defend to the end of time.
Anything the police say.
I will defend to the end of time that this is a real driver's license.
But I'm
so
not
if I
gonna
tell you
lie.
right now, the necklace right now is fake. The necklace you have on right now is fake.
If you're not a jeweler, then I wouldn't believe you. But if you're a jeweler, I'm gonna believe you.
How do you know what I know though?
Because you're a jeweler.
Exactly.
You went to school for it.
But how do you know if I'm not? I didn't do that on the side. So anyone tells you, you're gonna believe because
But
they
they're
claim.
police.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't
because it does.
No, because if you
They say they
knew
looked it up.
if you knew that you went the proper way to receive a driver's license and you paid the money for it, you should stand with your gun, and be like, no, this is real. This is real.
I don't know anything about America like that. So if
How long have
police
you been
tell
here?
me that, I've been here from I was 22.
Okay, how many years is that? I don't know who you are.
I think 14.
14 years.
Yeah.
How did you get here?
I got here on the plane.
So you flew from where?
The Bahamas.
Okay. So you've been here 14 years. And the person you're traveling with is who?
My daughter. Oh, you mean now?
Where's your daughter?
The person who I travel with over here?
Who's your daughter?
I'm asking you, which question are you asking? The person
You're not
I travel
running
with
this
over
interview.
here?
You're not running this interview. I am. Who
That's-
is your daughter?
You asked me a question,
Okay,
so I wanted to
and
answer.
you brought up something that wasn't even talked about.
Yeah, because
Who
you
is your
asked me
daughter?
who did I travel with when I came, so I said my daughter.
Okay, so you traveled with her when you came.
Yes, she was
Okay.
a child.
Is that?
Can I ask you a question? Why are
For
you
sure.
being repulsive?
I'm not. I'm questioning. I'm asking.
I
you
know
some
I'm being
questions.
respectful, and I
Same here.
didn't.
I haven't been
Thank
disrespectful.
you.
Haven't been rude. I've
It
been
was
asking you questions.
rude a bit. I'm not being mean, but I only thought you asked me who I traveled with. I don't really understand when you say things just like that.
Okay.
It has to be specific. That's why I asked you.
So the man that's here is who?
It's her father.
That's her dad.
Yeah.
Where did you meet him?
In the Bahamas.
Okay.
I was 17.
Gotcha.
Apparently, she'd been in the United States for about 14 years, and records suggest her visa had been expired for more than a decade. Still, she doubled down, claiming she had come to the U.S. with her 2-year-old daughter to join her husband, who had gotten his visa first and somehow obtained a tax ID she'd been using for money transactions ever since. But when she realized she wasn't convincing anyone that the ID was real, she switched tactics and started blaming law enforcement.
Having this is a big problem.
I didn't know that.
I know.
I did not. The only reason I know that is because they looked it up and said he's not coming up. And I said that's impossible.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
this
when they
is
looked
this
up
is
the other
fake,
one,
right? And with all the things going on, this is a big problem.
I didn't know it was fake.
Very big problem. And then you don't have citizenship here, right?
No, the other one is the same thing. That means that one is fake too. So I don't understand how y'all allowing people to be open with tag agency doing all this and then it's fake.
Allowing? I didn't allow anybody.
No, not you, but the government.
Well, that's
They
that's
said
a,
the
that's
other
a
one is
scam.
fake.
That's what it's called, scamming.
But it's government issued. But it's government issued. They have it on their information on their online saying that they give everything.
Okay, so what's the other thing that you said that's fake?
They said the other one is fake.
What is it? I haven't seen it.
It's a
I mean, that's
It's the same thing. It's issued from
I don't
here.
know if it's fake or not.
Okay.
No, it's issued from here. It's a American ID, not a Bahamas. It's just international.
Who has that? It's in your bag, right?
Yeah, it's in my bag and my phone, and they said it's fake too. So I'm like, hold on, if this is fake, that is also fake because I
Okay.
did the same thing.
Okay.
I literally went and looked up places that I can do to get around things. They said there's laws around everything, and I just have to do it legitimately, and that's what I did. But I never knew that.
In the Bahamas, they don't have like an American embassy.
They do have American embassy.
That's the proper way to go from one country to the other. You have to apply in the American embassy.
I know when I came over here and I was in the but I went to the embassy. I have a embassy thing. I came over the right way. I came over through airplane. I didn't come on a boat. I didn't get smuggled in.
Even if you don't go to the American embassy, you could still fly. You could still come. Whatever
Yeah, I
country you
know.
are.
In my passport, you will see in the system that I have an American visa. I came over with my visa.
How long was it for?
I don't know. The only thing is when I came
That's
over,
very important because when you're given the visa, they tell you how long. They'll say 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years.
oh,
5
they don't
years.
tell you that. They tell you in your on your passport. They stamp it or
Well,
something.
you don't have
for,
a passport. You
for
have the
amount.
Bahamian one.
Yeah, they
So
tell
it
you
would
on the
be on your
passport.
Bahamian.
After more than 30 minutes of the same excuses, deputies had had enough and decided it was time to bring in the feds. The moment she heard him mention ICE, her whole demeanor changed because she knew what it meant.
You guys got the ICE is coming down? Yes. Okay. So that's the one over here at Hollywood? Yes. All right. You guys coming from ICE?
Excuse me, I've
No, yes,
I've done ICE before.
Sorry?
I've done ICE before. I can't go back home.
That's not our decision though. That's the new.
Let's talk about why all of this happens. Different countries have different immigration laws, but in general, deportation can happen when someone overstays a visa, enters a country without authorization, has an asylum claim denied, or violates certain legal conditions. So governments enforce these rules as part of border control and national policy. But what we often don't see is in these viral clips is the long process leading to a moment like that. The emotional reactions you're seeing, that is the fear, crying, the panic, aren't just about that moment. For many people, deportation can mean leave a family behind, and sometimes even children, losing a job or stable life, returning to a place that may not have lived in for years. So in some cases, people are being sent back to environments they feel unfamiliar with or unsafe in. So when you see someone breaking down, it is often everything hitting them at once. And it doesn't just affect one person. Families are often deeply impacted. Children may be separated from a parent. Partners suddenly lose support emotionally and even financially. So the entire household can be destabilized overnight. For families who build their lives in one country, deportation can feel like everything is being reset instantly. After deportation, the challenges does not stop. People often face difficulty finding work, social stigma, rebuilding their life from scratch, and if they've been away for a long time, adjusting back can be extremely difficult, culturally, financially, and emotionally. This is also a complex issue. Government enforce immigration law for security and policy reasons. And at the same time, these situations involve real people with real lives. So that is why this moment spark so much debate online, because they sit at intersection of law, policy, and human experience. So next time you see clips like these, remember there is always more behind the camera. What do you guys think in the comment section about situations like this? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, but keep it respectful. And if you want more breakdowns like these, make sure you subscribe, you like, and share. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.